Hey, what's up guys? Your second favorite PE teacher, Denver, and these are the best spots to land in Fortnite Season 5. If you want easy wins and tons of good loot, these are definitely the places you want to start hitting, and make sure you watch until the end because I threw in a little bonus one that was just shown to me recently and it's just as amazing. We haven't done a giveaway in a super long time, so let's give away 2,000 V-Bucks. So click like, click subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave me a comment right now saying that you liked, you subbed, and you clicked the bell to be entered in the giveaway. Do all that now, and let's get into our #1 best place to land for Fortnite Season 5. Now, as you guys probably know by now, I've done a lot of these top places to land videos. I always love telling you guys where the best spots are, but I'm honestly sad to share this one because it is so good that I don't want anybody to know about it. But for the sake of learning and getting you guys more wins, I will tell you anyway. This first spot is on the southeast side of the map, tucked away safely in the corner, and I call it Chest Town because it has more chests than basically anywhere on the map. This place isn't super big, but I swear there are more chests here than all of Tilted Towers. You can land here solo, duo, or even in a squad, and there's no way you will leave here without full shield or an entire good weapon loadout, or usually both. If I'm solo and I don't see anybody drop with me, I like to land on the east side of town and work my way to the west side of town because right up on the hill above the west side of town are usually a bunch of portals, rifts, whatever you guys want to call them. That's actually one of the best things about it, and honestly why I love Season 5 so far, and especially the desert, is because no matter how far outside of the circle you are down here, one rift will take you pretty much all the way to the center of the map, and usually after I hit these spots, I like to clean up in Salty Springs. So if you aren't getting it yet, here's why we land at Chest Town. Few or no enemies, check. Almost more chests and loot than you even have time for, check. Rifts that take you anywhere you want to when you're done looting, check. The fact that people aren't landing in the desert more just shows me that they just don't know about it yet. Fighting people in town is pretty easy too, since those rooftops have tall enough ledges to hide you, but short enough to jump over. Even better than Tilted Towers, you can hide here super well if you're waiting to get the jump on your enemy, or if you just need to hide because you end up low on health. If you get into too much danger, don't worry because you have some great escape routes, either up on that hill, if you can sneak up there, take a portal, or you can run out the east end of town and loot up at that little abandoned area, or just drop down the side of that waterfall for even more portals to get out of there. But other than that, it's simple. Run room to room, little house to little house. You will hear and see chests everywhere. Now, the downside to this place and any other high loot place on the map, it's hard to get built up on resources. The trees and cacti, I think cacti is the word, right, are like 2 or 3 hits a piece and only give you about 20 to 30 wood. But as with Tilted, you need these resources, so make sure you hit every single piece of furniture you can find, and normally you walk out of town with about 200 to 250 wood or more. Plenty to be able to chase somebody down and outbuild them. Okay, so what's next after you have enough loot? Feel free to just chill in town for a while, even up on the hill with the portal. Stay safe until more people across the map die. Or if you're like me, you want more kills, I leave as soon as possible. I take as many portals as possible to scout out where the rest of the people in the desert are. Then you could just dive right into Paradise Palms or just jump from portal to portal until you find someone. By the time you even leave town, there will probably only be about 30 people left or less, and they will die off pretty quick by the time you even move or get pushed into the circle. The rest is up to you guys. Make smart plays. As they say, just build LOL. Keep practicing those edits, and always, always, always take explosives when you can, because they can single-handedly win you the game with how powerful they are right now. Let me know what you guys think of this first spot, and you can even tell me how mad at me you are since I gave it away down in the comments below. And let's check out the second favorite spot to land in Season 5 so far. #2, and a little bit different than Chest Town, is what I call the Paradise Junkyard. I never really was a huge fan of the junkyard at the top corner of the map, but I love this one because I love being able to loot safely and quickly and then catch people off guard. If you haven't tried to land in Paradise Palms yet, I'll warn you now, it feels like Tilted Towers and you end up dying more times than not just because so many people go there and there are a bunch of open areas where you can be easily spotted. So we use that to our advantage and land just outside of the big city. There are 4 possible chest spawns here, including one that likes to hide underground, and a bunch of loot spawns too. This works great in solo or duo, but you'll be a little less geared if you try to do this with your whole squad. Feel free to break down a few items here and there. The metal probably isn't worth it since it gives so little, Then make sure you check across the street for some loot too before you go. Get to Paradise Palms as fast as you can and make sure you hit some trees and a cactus or two before you take a peek over the hill. And be careful with those trees since they're only 250 health, and if you break them, you can be spotted yourself. That's up to you if you want to take the risk and get the extra wood though. Before I run into town, this hill is perfect to sit on top of until you see somebody moving around. If you can land a few shots first, awesome, and if you have to run in, take the high ground over the top of them, that also works too. But I have never not had the advantage in the fight when I first get into Paradise Palms, and that's perfect because there will only be a few people left and they will have already looted everything for you. You just have to take them down. The only place you have to worry about taking some bullets from is the tall building, since all the other houses are pretty short. Clean up all the enemies in town, and then usually there is even more loot. And again, you don't have to worry too much about that circle because one of the many portals around you will take you right into safety. Scout everything out a bit, hit up some of the portals around the desert, or you can just head right into action. As usual, with most times I leave the desert biome, I usually go to Fatal Fields. I pick up a straggler or two. You guys probably know by now, I just love Fatal Fields. I just feel comfortable fighting there. As with the other places on this list, what to do next is up to the circle, and it's up to you. You will almost always be in a great position to make that top 10 and hopefully get a win from landing at this Paradise Junkyard. But sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you get sandwiched in between the last two players and die because those stupid explosives break down every single wall you try to build. Let's check out the third best place to land. Last up on our list, and a place that you guys have hopefully already landed at least once so far, is the Viking city on a hill. This can be a tougher place to land, but let me show you how best to land here and come out alive and dominating for the rest of the game. There are not a ton of chests, but your best places to land in this little town are on the boat for a chest or two, in the big main building on top of the hill, or my favorite spot is the little hut in the corner. I usually find a chest here and a good loot spawn or two and make my way quickly to investigate the big main building. If the big building is unlooted, then get to looting it fast because most likely someone will be there soon. Break as many pieces of furniture as you can for wood, and don't leave before checking the lofts up at the top of the building that are usually hiding. I've even been late to loot this place, and whoever looted it didn't think to look up high at the ceiling for the chest, and they usually don't even hear it. Now it's just a matter of cleaning up the town, but I do suggest you take a good look off the sides of the mountain as often as you can. The best part about landing here are the portals that can take you to the soccer arena town, tilted towers, or like in this game, and because of the challenge of the week, we found a lot of people down in Snobby Shores. We ended up finishing this entire squad off in Snobby Shores, so we got basically all the loot in Snobby Shores. But again, from the place up on the hill, the Viking town, there are tons of rifts, and you can go down to the soccer arena, you can go to Tilted. One good thing about Snobby Shores is that you get golf carts. I think the circle ended up pushing us into Pleasant Park, which took us here at the, what do we call these, the Loot Lake factories, just because there was a lot of, we just saw some movement, we saw some people shooting. And then again, just like any other place, that circle is basically going to dictate where you need to go. But this Viking town, it's just so versatile. We ran into this squad right here outside of the Lazy Links and right above the lake with some good teamwork, landed some awesome snipes. We were able to finish these guys off pretty well. I kept this in here because I just hit this insane snipe. This guy was like jumping. He was so far away, I just threw down a shot. Like I always say with snipes, just throw down the shots. You can see a lot of these snipes here. I'm just throwing out just some crazy snipes. If they don't make it, that's fine. If they do hit, that's good too. I was able to finish off this last guy. We ended up getting a victory royale. Now obviously that's not going to work every single time, but that's the goal in the end, is to get you guys to top 10, top 5, hopefully where you can pull off that win. Last one up, and a bonus one on the list. I know I said top 3 places to land, but this one was just shown to me. My little brother Simon, aka Simoo, S-I-M-O-O. If you guys want to look up his channel on YouTube, awesome content and a great Fortnite player. Anyways, he lands here quite a bit. He showed me this place. It's got some awesome chests. It's been around for a while. It's definitely not a new location, so if you guys knew about it, just ignore me on this one. I landed in the big shed, got a couple chests, hit all those wood pallets as always, and one of the best things about landing here is right up where Simoo is, right where we're fighting right now, is where a lot of rifts are. Unfortunately, this is one of the only times he said he's ever seen rifts not being there. Of course, they're random, We ended up in Pleasant Park. We just kind of ran in. The circle was really far away, but there were more rifts right past Pleasant Park where the Durburger is, right to the side of it. That brought us in almost all the way to the circle. We got a couple more kills. Not a lot of kills in this one. This one is actually a little like calmer, a little more gentle landing place. What I like to call safe landing place, because those are always good too if you guys don't like to fight a lot, but you do want to get in the top 5, top 10. Simon tried to clutch it for me here because I went down with a shotgun to the face. He was doing awesome. He got like 7 kills this game, even though it was like low kills from the start. But anyways, great place to land if you guys want to check it out. So click like, guys, click subscribe, hit that bell, and remember to leave me a comment saying you did those 3 things to be in the 2,000 V-Bucks giveaway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love being able to make videos for you guys, and I'm so glad you enjoy them so much. I hope you guys are having a great summer, fall, winter, whenever you're watching this, and I can't wait for the new locations that are hopefully coming up in Season 5. Go make your day great, and I will see you guys in the next video.